Have you ever faced a moment of disrespect so sharp that it left you speechless? Perhaps it was a harsh remark, a dismissive attitude, or even a public insult. These situations can make anyone feel frustrated or lost. But what if I told you that these moments could be transformed into opportunities for personal growth? Imagine facing disrespect with unwavering composure, responding with such grace and confidence that you not only diffuse the tension, but elevate yourself in the process. This is not an unattainable ideal. It's a mindset grounded in ancient Stoic wisdom, a philosophy that teaches us how to maintain inner peace and emotional control regardless of external chaos. Today, we're diving deep into 20 transformative Stoic principles that will empower you to handle disrespect with wisdom, kindness, and strength. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're actionable strategies to ensure you rise above negativity and thrive. Let's begin this journey toward becoming the master of your emotions. 1. Master your calm. The first and most essential Stoic lesson is to maintain your calm. Disrespect only has power over you if you grant it that power. Ancient Stoics taught that it's not the insult itself, but our interpretation of it that causes distress. This philosophy places your emotional well-being squarely in your hands, empowering you to navigate challenges with resilience. Consider this scenario. During a meeting, you propose an idea only for a colleague to dismiss it with a snide remark. Instead of reacting defensively, pause and adopt a Stoic mindset. Their comment reflects their state of mind, not your worth or the validity of your idea. By separating their behavior from your emotions, you maintain control over the situation. This approach doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Rather, it allows you to address it with poise and dignity. Mastering your calm ensures you stay focused on what matters, your inner peace, and the ability to respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively. Disrespect, while unpleasant, can be a tool for self-reflection and growth if viewed through a Stoic lens. Instead of immediately dismissing or internalizing harsh words, ask yourself, is there any truth to what's being said? This practice not only shields you from unnecessary emotional turmoil, but also helps you refine your character. For instance, imagine someone criticizes your work publicly. Rather than lashing out or shutting down, take a moment to evaluate their critique objectively. If it holds any validity, use it as an opportunity to improve. If not, recognize it as a projection of their own insecurities or misunderstandings. By staying grounded and learning from every encounter, you turn even negative experiences into valuable lessons that strengthen your resolve and character. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the dichotomy of control, distinguishing between what you can change and what lies beyond your influence. Disrespect often falls into the latter category. While you can't dictate how others behave, you have full authority over your response. Suppose someone spreads a false rumor about you. Rather than exhausting yourself trying to control their actions, focus on maintaining your integrity and clarifying the truth when necessary. This perspective prevents unnecessary frustration and keeps your energy directed toward constructive outcomes. By mastering this principle, you free yourself from the mental chains of worrying about others' opinions or behaviors, anchoring your peace in your own actions and values. When faced with disrespect, your reaction can either escalate the situation or defuse it entirely. Stoicism teaches us to respond with purpose rather than emotion, transforming conflict into an opportunity for composure and wisdom. Picture a heated argument where someone hurls insults at you. Instead of mirroring their anger, take a breath and respond calmly, addressing the issue without personal attacks. This not only highlights your self-discipline but also earns respect, even from adversaries. Responding thoughtfully demonstrates strength and self-control, traits that disarm hostility and often shift the tone of the interaction. By integrating these Stoic principles into your daily life, you gain the clarity and strength to handle disrespect with grace, ensuring it never undermines your inner peace or self-worth. 2. Reflect. Don't react. When faced with disrespect, remember that your initial reaction defines the outcome. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause and reflect. Is there any truth in the criticism, no matter how harshly delivered? Disrespectful moments, though unpleasant, can be valuable opportunities for growth. For example, if a colleague criticizes your work in a harsh tone, resist the urge to respond defensively. Instead, evaluate their words objectively. Is there a kernel of truth or a valid point that you can use to improve? This approach not only showcases emotional intelligence, but also fosters personal development. Turning criticism into constructive feedback demonstrates maturity and resilience. By reflecting rather than reacting, you transform moments of conflict into opportunities to learn, grow, and show your strength of character. Reflecting instead of reacting also allows you to maintain control over your emotions and the situation. When you pause to analyze, you're stepping into the role of an observer rather than a participant in the chaos. This Stoic approach shifts the power dynamic. You're no longer at the mercy of someone else's words. Instead, you dictate your response. Imagine how powerful it is to calmly respond with thoughtfulness rather than anger. Such composure often disarms the disrespectful individual, leaving them no fuel to escalate the situation further. In essence, by taking the time to reflect, you demonstrate wisdom and strength, proving that you are not easily shaken by external provocations. 3. Pause before you respond. When confronted with disrespect, the instinctive reaction is often to retaliate or defend yourself immediately. However, a powerful Stoic principle teaches us to pause and take a deep breath before responding. This seemingly small action acts as a buffer, preventing emotional impulses from taking over and allowing rational thought to guide your response. Picture yourself in a tense conversation where someone directs a harsh or demeaning comment toward you. The natural urge might be to snap back, but pausing helps you break the cycle of reactive emotions. It's in this pause that you reclaim control, choosing your words and actions with clarity rather than letting anger dictate your behavior. This deliberate response not only preserves your inner tranquility, but also projects an image of calm strength. Over time, this habit of measured responses can disarm even the most disrespectful individuals, leaving a lasting impression of your unshakable composure and emotional resilience. Moreover, this pause gives you the opportunity to assess the situation objectively. Is the disrespect a reflection of the other person's insecurities or frustrations? Is it worth your energy to engage, or is silence the more powerful response? By pausing, you can determine whether to address the issue assertively, diffuse the tension, or simply let it go. This mindful approach aligns with Stoic wisdom, teaching us that while we cannot control the behavior of others, we can control our reactions. Over time, mastering this technique not only enhances your emotional intelligence, but also fortifies your reputation as someone who doesn't crumble under provocation. The act of pausing is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of profound inner strength and self-discipline, traits that elevate you above petty conflicts and keep you focused on what truly matters. 4. Practice empathy. Empathy is one of the most transformative tools for dealing with disrespect. It involves stepping into someone else's shoes to understand the emotions and circumstances driving their behavior. For instance, imagine a friend suddenly snapping at you during a conversation. Your instinct might be to feel hurt or retaliate, but empathy invites you to pause and consider. Are they under stress? Could they be battling insecurity, frustration, or challenges you're unaware of? This mental shift from taking offense to seeking understanding doesn't justify their actions, but reframes your reaction. Instead of fueling a cycle of negativity, you gain the clarity to respond with wisdom, patience, and kindness. Practicing empathy not only disarms disrespect, but can also pave the way for more meaningful, constructive connections with others. Empathy also empowers you to remain calm and grounded, a hallmark of Stoic philosophy. By focusing on the potential struggles behind someone's disrespectful behavior, you avoid personalizing their actions and reduce the emotional toll it takes on you. This perspective not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also sets a positive example for others, showcasing maturity and self-control. Over time, practicing empathy becomes a natural response, helping you navigate challenging interactions with grace and understanding. In doing so, you cultivate an inner peace that no external disrespect can shake, aligning perfectly with the Stoic ideals of emotional mastery and rational response. 5. Stay rooted in virtue. Stoics believe that true power lies in living according to one's virtues, even in the face of disrespect. When confronted with negativity, staying rooted in your values, be it kindness, integrity, or patience, becomes your guiding light. For example, if someone hurls an insult your way, you have the choice to respond with poise rather than retaliation. Upholding your principles means choosing respect over revenge, clarity over chaos. Respond assertively if the situation calls for it, but let respect and virtue shape your tone and actions. This approach not only protects your dignity but also sends a powerful message to the world. Your inner strength is unshakable, and no external negativity can diminish the core of who you are. By choosing virtue over reaction, you rise above pettiness, embodying the true resilience of Stoicism. When you remain anchored in your values, you set an example for others, even those who may disrespect you. Your response becomes a reflection of your character, not theirs. Over time, this consistent adherence to virtue can inspire respect, even from those who initially doubted or undermined you. Moreover, it liberates you from the exhausting cycle of reacting emotionally to every slight, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. The Stoics teach that virtue is its own reward. By staying true to your principles, you create a life of integrity and inner peace. Disrespect loses its sting because your self-worth is no longer tied to external opinions. Instead, it is firmly rooted in the unshakable foundation of your character. This practice not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also reinforces your sense of purpose, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace and unwavering confidence. 6. Accept what you can't control. One of the most powerful insights from Stoic philosophy is learning to accept what is outside your control, especially when it comes to how others treat you. Disrespect is inevitable in life, and while it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated by it, the Stoic approach teaches that your focus should remain on how you respond rather than what others do. For instance, imagine being unfairly criticized by a superior at work. Instead of letting their words consume you, take a step back and acknowledge that their behavior is beyond your control. Instead of reacting impulsively, refocus your energy on what you can influence: your actions, your response, and your mindset. This shift not only prevents unnecessary emotional turmoil, but also empowers you to channel your efforts into growth and personal excellence. By embracing this principle, you free yourself from the burden of trying to control others and instead invest your energy into cultivating inner peace and resilience. By accepting that you cannot control how others act, you can let go of the mental and emotional weight that often comes with disrespect. This acceptance allows you to maintain a sense of clarity and emotional balance, no matter the external circumstances. It also frees you from the desire to get even or seek revenge, which often leads to more frustration and wasted energy. The Stoics believe that we should not be disturbed by external events, but instead focus on mastering our own responses. When you internalize this mindset, disrespect no longer has the power to shake your foundation. Instead, you will find that you are more grounded, more resilient, and more focused on living according to your values, regardless of how others may treat you. Ultimately, embracing what is within your control empowers you to rise above negative situations and stay true to your own sense of purpose and integrity. 7. Diffuse with humor. Humor is a powerful tool for handling disrespect, and when used strategically, it can help de-escalate tense situations. A lighthearted, witty remark has the ability to shift the dynamic from confrontation to camaraderie, disarming hostility without confrontation. For instance, if someone mocks your idea, responding with a smile and saying something like, "Well, not everyone appreciates genius right away," can not only neutralize the tension, but also subtly assert your confidence. This approach showcases emotional intelligence, as it demonstrates the ability to remain composed while maintaining a sense of humor. Instead of reacting defensively, humor provides a way to deflect negativity, leaving both parties with a positive impression. When used wisely, humor turns moments of disrespect into opportunities for connection, promoting resilience and emotional strength while disarming potential adversaries. By using humor to diffuse disrespect, you demonstrate a level of self-control that commands respect in itself. The key is to strike the right balance. Too much humor can come off as insincere or evasive, while too little can make you appear overly serious or defensive. The best moments for humor are when the tension has already been raised, and a well-timed quip can reset the atmosphere, leaving both sides feeling lighter. This tactic not only preserves your emotional well-being, but also subtly guides others toward a more positive and respectful interaction. Additionally, humor can signal that you're not easily rattled, which often discourages further disrespect and even encourages others to adopt a more empathetic approach. In essence, humor serves as a shield and a bridge, allowing you to confront disrespect with poise while fostering a more relaxed, understanding exchange. 8. Detach emotionally. One of the most powerful Stoic techniques for dealing with disrespect is emotional detachment. When faced with disrespectful behavior, it's essential to remind yourself that the actions and words of others are a direct reflection of their character, not yours. This perspective shifts the focus away from personal offense and helps you avoid internalizing negativity. By detaching emotionally, you free yourself from the emotional triggers that would otherwise lead to reactive behavior. Instead of getting caught in a cycle of anger or frustration, you can stay grounded and maintain your inner peace. Emotional detachment allows you to see situations clearly, without the clouding effect of emotion, making it easier to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. It's not about suppressing feelings, but about choosing not to let external forces control your emotional state. Practicing this principle empowers you to remain composed, no matter the disrespect you encounter. By practicing emotional detachment, you also cultivate resilience. Instead of feeling shaken or threatened by the words or actions of others, you develop a strong, unshakable sense of self. This detachment doesn't mean that you are indifferent or cold. Rather, it allows you to respond with wisdom and clarity, focusing on what you can control: your thoughts, reactions, and decisions. When you stop taking disrespect personally, you can maintain your dignity and avoid unnecessary conflict. This mindset also allows you to empathize with others, understanding that their disrespect often stems from their own struggles or insecurities. In this way, emotional detachment fosters a sense of peace and empowerment, helping you navigate the world with greater emotional freedom. 9. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential practice for maintaining self-respect in the face of disrespect. It involves clearly defining what behaviors are unacceptable and communicating those limits to others with firmness and respect. By setting boundaries, you assert control over how others treat you and protect your emotional well-being. This Stoic approach allows you to maintain your composure as it reinforces that you are in charge of your reactions and interactions. It is not about being confrontational, but rather about expressing your values and ensuring that others understand where you stand. By drawing clear lines and sticking to them, you prevent being taken advantage of and preserve your sense of dignity. In the long run, setting boundaries strengthens your emotional resilience, ensuring that you are less likely to be affected by disrespectful behavior. Setting boundaries also helps you maintain your sense of inner peace, as it discourages toxic behaviors that could otherwise erode your mental stability. It's important to remember that boundaries are not walls. They are a form of self-care and self-respect. By being consistent with your boundaries, you teach others how to treat you, while also demonstrating that you value yourself and your well-being. In Stoicism, this aligns with the principle of living according to your values and exercising control over what is within your power. When you set clear limits, you gain the strength to disengage from situations that may provoke emotional disturbance, thus maintaining your tranquility even in challenging interactions. This practice ultimately cultivates a life that is less influenced by external forces, allowing you to stay grounded, focused, and in control, no matter the disrespect you may encounter. 10. Seek understanding, not revenge. When faced with disrespect, the Stoic approach emphasizes the importance of seeking understanding rather than seeking revenge. Retaliating or responding impulsively out of anger only perpetuates negativity and adds fuel to the fire of conflict. Instead, take a step back and try to understand the underlying reasons behind the disrespect. Perhaps it's a reflection of the other person's struggles, insecurities, or frustration. By focusing on empathy and perspective, you can choose a more measured and thoughtful response. This not only prevents further harm, but also allows for personal growth as you move past the immediate emotional reaction and gain wisdom in how to handle difficult situations. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings." Seeking understanding creates space for resolution and emotional maturity, whereas revenge keeps you trapped in a cycle of negativity. 11. Avoid assumptions. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to assume that someone's actions or words are intended to disrespect or hurt you. However, jumping to conclusions about another person's intent can quickly escalate a situation, leading to unnecessary conflict and emotional turmoil. By practicing Stoic wisdom, you can remind yourself that you don't have control over others' actions, but you do have control over your reactions. Instead of assuming negative intentions, take a moment to pause and assess the situation with clarity and calmness. Ask questions, seek understanding, and remember that people's behavior may be influenced by factors you're unaware of. By avoiding assumptions, you can maintain your peace of mind and prevent misunderstandings from turning into major issues. The Stoics teach us to view every interaction with a mindset of patience and discernment, fostering more rational responses rather than emotional reactions. 12. Master silence. In moments of disrespect, the most potent response may not be one of words, but rather silence. This Stoic principle emphasizes that remaining quiet in the face of disrespect is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful demonstration of self-control and inner strength. By choosing not to react impulsively, you maintain mastery over your emotions and avoid escalating the situation. Silence allows you to create space between the external provocation and your internal response, giving you the opportunity to think clearly and act with wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury," highlighting how the refusal to engage in negativity reflects a higher level of emotional resilience and maturity. This powerful form of non-reactivity serves as a reminder that we do not need to defend ourselves when our character speaks louder than any response could. Mastering silence is a key tool in protecting your peace and asserting your dignity without resorting to confrontation. 13. Practice gratitude. In the face of disrespect, one of the most powerful Stoic strategies is to practice gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive to feel thankful when someone treats you poorly, but shifting your focus from the negativity of the situation to the positives in your life can be incredibly transformative. Gratitude helps you detach from the emotional charge of the disrespect and reframe your perspective. Instead of spiraling into frustration or anger, you can choose to acknowledge the good things you still have, whether it's your health, relationships, or personal achievements. This shift in mindset doesn't negate the wrongdoer's behavior, but it allows you to maintain your peace. By practicing gratitude, you effectively reduce the emotional impact of disrespect, regaining control over your responses and fostering a sense of inner calm. In this way, gratitude becomes not just an antidote to negative emotions, but a profound tool for building emotional resilience. 14. Channel your energy wisely. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to become consumed by negative emotions, but this only drains your energy. Instead of letting the situation dictate your mood, redirect your focus to more meaningful and productive activities. The Stoics believe that our energy is precious, and wasting it on things we cannot control, like the behavior of others, is counterproductive. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, taught that we should focus on our own actions and responses, not the actions of those who seek to disrupt our peace. By channeling your energy into pursuits that enrich your life, such as personal growth, creative endeavors, or helping others, you not only avoid feeding into negativity, but you also build resilience and a sense of purpose. In doing so, you strengthen your inner calm and remain unaffected by external turmoil. 15. Learn from each encounter. One of the most powerful Stoic principles is the idea of turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth. When faced with disrespect, rather than viewing it as a personal attack, consider it a valuable lesson. Reflect on the situation and ask yourself what you can learn from it. Perhaps it reveals a weakness in your emotional responses, or maybe it highlights an opportunity for personal development in how you handle conflict. By adopting this mindset, you shift the focus from being a victim of circumstances to being an active participant in your own growth. Each encounter, no matter how uncomfortable, can be a stepping stone to greater emotional resilience and wisdom, allowing you to build stronger mental fortitude over time. This Stoic approach helps you remain grounded and composed, turning potential moments of frustration into valuable learning experiences. 16. Surround yourself with supportive people. Is crucial when learning how to handle disrespect with grace. The people you spend time with have a direct impact on your emotional well-being, and those who are uplifting can provide you with a much-needed sense of strength and encouragement. In moments of conflict or disrespect, these individuals can offer guidance, a different perspective, and reassurance that allows you to remain calm and composed. The Stoics understood the importance of community and the role it plays in shaping our mindset. By fostering relationships with people who inspire, motivate, and support your growth, You create an environment that nurtures your inner peace and resilience. These connections act as a buffer against negativity and help you maintain the emotional stability needed to respond to challenges with Stoic wisdom. Ultimately, the right circle of people serves as both a mirror and a cushion, reflecting the best version of yourself and helping you navigate adversity without losing your composure. 17. Develop emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to recover from adversity, stress, or difficult emotions. In the Stoic tradition, resilience is key to maintaining tranquility in the face of life's inevitable challenges. The Stoics believe that external events are outside of our control, but our reactions to them are within our power. By focusing on cultivating emotional resilience, we can learn to weather difficult times with calmness and clarity. This involves acknowledging negative emotions without letting them control us and practicing techniques like mindfulness or reflection to build mental fortitude. With emotional resilience, setbacks no longer define us. They become opportunities for growth. Just as a muscle grows stronger through resistance, our emotional resilience strengthens when we face life's hardships and choose to respond with reason and patience. Developing this ability will help you not only survive tough situations, but thrive regardless of external circumstances. 18. Communicate assertively. When faced with disrespect, it's crucial to respond with assertiveness rather than aggression. Assertiveness involves expressing your feelings and boundaries in a clear, direct, and respectful manner, without resorting to anger or hostility. The Stoics valued the ability to control one's reactions, and assertiveness is a powerful tool in this regard. By calmly stating how you feel and what you will tolerate, you maintain your dignity and self-respect while preventing the situation from escalating. Unlike aggression, which seeks to dominate or belittle others, assertiveness fosters mutual respect. It is a practice of standing firm in your values and communicating with integrity, ensuring that you remain in control of your emotions and actions regardless of the disrespect being directed at you. This approach not only protects your peace, but also sets a clear example for others on how to engage in difficult conversations constructively. 19. Keep the big picture in mind. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to get caught up in the emotional intensity of the moment. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of perspective. Disrespect, in the grand scheme of things, is often a fleeting moment, a temporary disruption in the course of your life. To maintain inner peace, it's essential to keep your long-term goals and aspirations at the forefront of your mind. By focusing on the bigger picture, you remind yourself that one instance of disrespect doesn't define your path or success. Rather than reacting impulsively or allowing your emotions to take control, ask yourself how this situation aligns with your overall purpose. By practicing this mindset, you can prevent minor incidents from derailing your progress, keeping your energy directed toward what truly matters in the long run. This Stoic approach not only helps you stay grounded, but also empowers you to rise above trivial conflicts, ensuring they don't overshadow your greater journey. 20. Forgive, but don't forget. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for emotional liberation. When you forgive someone who has wronged you, you release yourself from the grip of bitterness, anger, and resentment. Stoicism teaches us that holding on to negative emotions only harms ourselves, as they tie us to the past and prevent us from moving forward. However, forgiving doesn't mean excusing the wrongdoing or forgetting the lesson learned. While you let go of resentment, it's crucial to remember the experience, as it serves as a valuable teacher. By reflecting on the situation, you become wiser and more resilient, ensuring that you protect yourself from being harmed in the same way again. This delicate balance of forgiveness and remembrance allows you to maintain peace of mind while safeguarding your well-being in the future. Disrespect is an inevitable part of life, but how we respond to it is within our control. Suffering because of someone else's disrespect is a choice, and mastering Stoic principles offers a powerful path to emotional resilience. By adopting the teachings of Stoicism, you can approach life's challenges with grace, strength, and wisdom. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control the actions of others, but we can control our reactions, and in doing so, we preserve our inner peace. When we remain calm and composed in the face of disrespect, we not only protect ourselves but also set an example of resilience and emotional mastery for those around us. True power doesn't lie in trying to change or control others, but in mastering ourselves and our response to external events. Through this practice, we build an unshakable inner fortress that can withstand the trials of life with unwavering calm.